My name is Max, and these are my opinions on the 2017 Oscar Best Picture nominees. In this video, I will be going over every movie in the Best Picture category and sharing my thoughts on them. I've ranked these movies from my least favorite to my favorite, so that is the order I will be talking about them in. Hacksaw Ridge is directed by Mel Gibson and it stars Andrew Garfield, Teresa Palmer, and Vince Vaughn. Wait, Vince Vaughn is actually in an Oscar-nominated movie?
I'm not gonna apologize, I'm a coxman. Tourette's.
Yes he is. But honestly, the whole cast is really great in this movie. The second half of this movie is amazing, but this movie is ranked at the bottom of my list because I was underwhelmed by the first half. Ultimately, I did not leave this movie feeling inspired like I believe I should have.
With the world so set on tearing itself apart, doesn't seem like such a bad thing to me to want to put a little bit of it back together.
Fences is directed by Denzel Washington and it stars Denzel Washington and Viola Davis. Though this movie does have its funny moments, it is a very dark and depressing story. This movie would be ranked at the bottom of my list if it wasn't for Denzel Washington and Viola Davis.
It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
Well, I've been standing with you.
They were both amazing in this movie. You can tell that this movie is based off of a play. The long conversations that drag on are very unique, but I do not like the overall story as much as some of the other movies on this list.
You're in my way, you're blocking the view, move out the way so I can find me a husband.
Hidden Figures is directed by Theodore Melfi and stars Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, and Janelle Monáe. I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. Going into this film, I did not expect anything special, but I actually really enjoyed this movie. I even like Jim Parsons in it. All of the characters are really entertaining in this film. As a movie centered around three women, you never feel like you are missing out on one of their storylines. Overall, this was an amazing movie filled with great humor, amazing characters, and it left me feeling inspired. Arrival is directed by David Villeneuve. Arrival is directed by David and stars Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, and Forest Whitaker. In this film, Amy Adams becomes an Avenger and teams up with Hawkeye to take out a new alien threat. And of course, they need the help of Saw Gerrera. But for real, Arrival is a really unique science fiction movie that has an interesting take on an alien invasion. Hell or High Water is directed by David Mackenzie and stars Chris Pine, Ben Foster, and Jeff Bridges. This is a fast-paced movie with a great story. This movie has the feeling of a western and features many entertaining moments. Plus, you can never go wrong with the dude. Moonlight is directed by Barry Jenkins and stars Mahershala Ali, Cottonmouth from Luke Cage, Naomi Harris, and Janelle Monáe. Moonlight is an amazing coming-of-age story revolved around revolved around Black. Yeah, I think that's right. I will say this film is phenomenal, but very depressing at the same time. Even though it is depressing, it is a story that needs to be told. Lion is directed by Garth Davis and stars Dev Patel and Nicole Kidman. I was really surprised by Lion. I definitely did not expect it to be this high on my list, but I really enjoyed this movie. The first 50 minutes of this movie followed a young boy, and it was amazing. Sonny Pawar was amazing in this film. Throughout this film, I had goosebumps many times, and I was really inspired at the end of it. Manchester by the Sea is directed by Kenneth Lonergan and stars Casey Affleck, Michelle Williams, and Lucas Hedges. But wait, we cannot forget about the man himself, Kyle Chandler. It's Coach Taylor!
You ready for Friday night?
The acting in this movie is amazing, and I definitely think Casey Affleck deserves an Oscar. The exchanges between these characters is what makes this movie so entertaining. It actually feels like you're in the room with them when they're talking. Here it is. You probably expected this to be my favorite movie before even watching this video, because how could you not like this movie? My favorite movie going into the Oscars is La La Land.
What? Come on!
La La Land is directed by Damien Chazelle and stars Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. I absolutely love this movie. La La Land should win Best Picture, and it will win Best Picture. Damien Chazelle should win Best Director, and he will win Best Director. Emma Stone should win Best Actress, and she will win Best Actress. Even though I would love to see Ryan Gosling win, he has a very tough category this year. I've seen this movie 4 times and it gets better every time. I love everything about this movie, and that's why it is number 1 on my list.